Welcome everyone. This is our next session of IgniterSpace online programming sessions, which we are going to make a fruit catch game today. So today in the lesson we are going to make a game called the fruit catch game. Most of you have seen games similar to this. Today we're going to make one like that. So this is not the easy. This is not an easy game to make. I mean, for elder students which has experience in scratch, maybe it is, but for the beginners this is very complex. Okay, so I want you to listen to what I'm saying when I'm doing it. I want you to watch carefully about what I'm doing, then you can grasp the idea of the program. Now let's see what we're going to make. Now this is called the fruit catch game. As you can see, there are falling fruits. You can use any fruits you want, and the ball is controlled by you, and when you are controlling the ball to gather the fruits, there's a high score, and there's a time also. The time is not mentioned here. So when the timer goes down before you gather all the fruits, it will say you lose, right? So that's how it works. Let's see what are the things that we are learning from this. Okay, so to do this activity we need MIT Scratch. I will provide you the link by the end of this slide deck. And then we need a laptop or a computer, and then the creative thinking of you. Now see, this is the online editor that we are using currently, right? You all are familiar with this, right? I forgot to tell you this, but this is available offline also. So if you want to download this, there will be a link. If you Google Scratch 3.0 online, offline, you can download it. Okay, so it will be easy for you because it will not take any internet connection for you to work with. Now, so what are the concepts that we are learning? Sound block. The sound block, actually the sound block we are using to give a sound out when the event occurs, right? So as an example, let's say in the first, when the fruit touches the ball, there should be a sound, right? So to indicate something that in the code we are using these sound blocks. Okay, now sensing blocks is used to sense a collision in this case, right? The collision between the fruit and the ball. As a countdown timer, the countdown timer we are using as a game over countdown. That means if you can't complete it within the given time, you lose the game. Okay, so those are the conditions of the game. Now the concepts actually that we are learning, how the game works. Actually, if I'm explaining with the first, how the game works is, either you have to if you want to win, you have to complete the given high score by collecting all the fruits within the given time, or the ways to lose is, if you can't completely collect all the fruits in the given time, you lose. Okay, so that is the way how the game works. Let's see how we are going to do this. Now I want you to go to this link and then open the microbit project editor. Now you guys are in the Scratch editor, so let's get started, right? So here, as I always explain, this is the script area where you put your script or the code blocks that is works as instructions for the sprites, right? This is the simulate area where you can see how the output comes, and this area you can see the sprites, and here you can add backdrops, here you can add sprites. Okay, so I have told you this before also, so I'm not gonna do much about it. Okay, so first thing that you have to do is you have to remove the current sprite, right? This guy. So to remove it, you click on the sprite, and then you see the garbage icon here, you click on that to delete it. Okay, now we have an empty screen. The first thing that we have to do is we have to add a fruit ball. Okay, so to add the fruit ball, how we add it? So the fruit ball is even a sprite, right? To add a sprite, you always go to sprite library and then search for a ball, or just type BOWL. So there's a fish bowl. That is not what we need. We need the usual bowl, right? Okay. Now this is the fruit bowl that we need, and let's just keep it here. Okay, in the middle of the screen, however you want. Doesn't matter for now. Okay. Then we have to add a backdrop. What is a suitable backdrop for this fruit catch game? Like a jungle will be okay, right? Yeah, no fruits in the city. Jungle. Okay, it's good. Okay, that also depends on you. You can select whatever you want. How I added it is, I went to the choose backdrop icon, and then from here I search for jungle. But you can add whatever you want. Okay. Now, also you can import a picture here. Let's say if you want. Wait, check that. Here, upload backdrop. If you go there, you can select a file from your computer to upload. Let's say I want to upload this picture. I click on that, and if I open, that will be added as my backdrop. Okay, so I wanted to write that out as well. That will be pretty amazing, given those are like, they are pretty amazing pictures also. They are in the internet. If you know a suitable picture that you want to upload, you can go from here and upload a backdrop. Okay. Now, but the resolution has to be fitting. Now, that is a backdrop, and this is a sprite, the first sprite that we want. Okay. And what else is missing for this game? Fruits, right? In the picture, I have only given you one fruit, that means apples. But here we can use different fruits as well. Okay, so different fruits. Let's search for fruits here. There's apple, banana. That's a whole fruit salad, and orange, strawberry, watermelon. Okay, I'm getting an apple, banana. I'm just clicking on the sprite, so it will be added to my sprite library. Okay. Okay, so these are the fruits that we want. So I'm just gonna keep them on the top like this, just so you can see them better. Okay, so these are the fruits which we got. Okay, now then I'm gonna decrease the size of these fruits, otherwise it's not accurate. No? So that means if the ball is smaller than the fruits, that is not accurate. So I'm gonna decrease the sizes of these fruits. Now see here, I'm gonna make it 50. So you click on the sprite, go to size, delete the value there, and then add the new value 50. So add the new value 50. Okay, see, then the fruit becomes smaller. Do that to all the apps, all the fruits. Okay, the orange was actually okay, but if you prefer, you can do that as well. Okay, now we have the fruits. Keep them on the top of the screen. That will be easy for you to code. Okay, now we are going to give the instructions for the sprites. Now, as I explained before also, this is like a stage drama. No? These guys are the characters or the actors, and this here is the script or the instruction which is given to the actors, right? So the first actor is the ball. Now what are we going to tell the ball? As you saw in the first GIF or the game GIF, see here, now the ball is going to the left and the right. So that is what we're going to do first. How to do that? Now obviously this can be controlled by the arrow keys, right? we can control the ball by the arrow keys. So what you have to do is, we have to tell when I click the left arrow or the right arrow, the ball should move to the left and right. That's it. So to do that, first go to events, because clicking a button is an event, right? Starting event as example. So the first block I want is this, and the second block I want is in motion. That means we are changing the x value. No, x value means left to right, left to right. Here x is left to right. So if you go to motions and scroll down, then you have a x, change xy. Look for that block. Where is it? Yeah, here. Sorry. Let's say if you want to move to the right side. Right side means the plus side. That means this is the if I explain like this, just imagine this is like a crossed paragraph. Up down is y, left right is x, and left is minus and right is plus. Okay, so I'm gonna assign the right arrow, let's say 12. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna click the right arrow now. It's going to the right side, right? And when I click the left arrow, nothing happens because I haven't programmed it yet. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna make another one like this. I'm gonna keep this in the side. I will zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, so when the right arrow key is pressed, change x by 12. I got that block from here, change x by, and then go to events, and this is the second block. Okay, I got it from events. This will be left arrow, right? So just tell me, if this is plus, what should be the opposite side? Minus, right? Just minus. So I'm going to right click on, wait, I will add it from here itself. Go to motions, scroll down, change x by, that is what I got. So this will be minus 12, right? 12 will, this value will define the speed of the ball, the movement speed of the ball. So if it is 12, by one click it will go this fast. See, if I increase it here, let's say 20, if I increase it and click the right arrow, it goes faster. See the value, if you increase the value, it goes faster. See, to the left it goes slowly, and to the right it goes faster. Okay, that is just to prove that how it works. Okay, now, so we have programmed the ball to move to the left and the right, so that part is done. But don't go beyond the edge, that will be a problem. Okay, don't go beyond the edge. Now, then first thing is, we have to give this ball a starting position. That means the game, when the game starts, the ball should be somewhere suitable, no? So what we are going to do is, we're going to give it a starting location. To do that, first go to events and get a when the green flag is clicked block. You can see this, no? I can't zoom more than this. Okay, and then we're gonna say, now where the ball should be, let's say in the middle of the screen. So you drag it there. Okay, you drag and drop the ball to the middle of the screen. Now it's in the correct starting position. To get that, now to tell the ball to go to the starting position when the green flag the green flag is clicked. That means when the game starts, right? To do that, go to motions and get this block. Go to X and Y. We have done this in several sessions, so you might have done it already even. So this value is this value. That means if I change this, that block will change. See, so that is what I wanted to say. Now if I click green flag, it goes to the middle. See, that was simple, right? Now wait, sorry. Now we have to set the timer. What is the timer? I told you there's a countdown timer, right? The countdown timer is like this. If you don't complete the game within the given time, the game will say that you lose, right? So it's a time based, the game that is based on time. Okay. Now to create a countdown timer, first you have to create a variable. So I told you a variable is something that you can put in a value or take out a value. It's like a board. Okay. So variable, and again create a variable called time. Okay, make a variable. So where I went to variables and I went to make a variable. This variable's name is time, so I'm going to name it time. For all sprites, keep it like that and click OK. Okay, so we are done with that, and then we have to set the timer to 0, right? Set timer from here. Set time. I got it from here. Okay, variables itself. Set the time to 0. Now when the game starts, we should start the time with the highest time, right? So let's say 20 seconds. You can change it however you want when you are done with the game. Okay, for now I said 20 seconds. And then what should happen? When the game starts, the countdown timer should start with that, right? Countdown timer also should start with that and count down. So every second, 1 second should be deducted. To do that, we go to forever by controls. You know, this is a loop, right? So this is an infinite loop. Okay, that means there's no end. We have to wait 1 second. Okay, we can't just start right away. We have to wait 1 second. How we get wait 1 second block is in controls. Wait 1 second, and then what should happen? Change timer. That means we have to deduct 1 second every second, right? Every second we have to deduct 1 second. Where is that? Variables, change. So what we are doing is we are changing time by -1. That means deducting 1 second. Did you understand? Now when the timer starts, now let's see how it works. Okay, when the green flag is clicked, the timer will start from 20 seconds and we'll count down till it reaches 0. Okay, no, it will count down, it will keep counting down. Let's see how it goes. Now if you can concentrate here, the time, I'll make it 5 so you guys can understand easily. Okay, see, 5 4 3 2 1 0. It goes minus. Why is it? Because we haven't gave a condition asking it to stop, right? We haven't asked it to stop when the timer reaches 0, so we have to give that condition also, right? How we do that? So if you are telling that to another person, how you say? If the timer reaches 0, the timer should stop. That's how I explained to you, no? So the same way we are doing it here. So here we are getting a condition block from controls, if then block. I'm gonna keep it here. Okay, then I'm going to operators. We're gonna say time is equal to 0. Where did I get it? Went to operators for this block which says equal. Okay, and then the value on the left side is the time. It should be time. See, So go to variables, get the variable called time. If the time is equal to 0, what should happen? If the time is equal to 0, what should happen? The game will be over, right? So we can say, the ball will say, this guy will say game over, and then we'll stop the game. How are we going to do that? Go to sound. Sorry. Yeah, we can actually play a sound even. Okay. Now we can play a sound and say you lose. Lose for 2 seconds. Okay. Let's see how it works. Wait. Then we have to stop everything also. Okay. We have to stop everything. I haven't changed the time yet. Keep it 5. I will explain why I did that. After that, we have to stop everything. I went to loops and got this block. And then I went to controls and got this block which says stop all under here. Now, let's see how it happens. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, I'm missing a E here. Oh wait, not 3, E. Okay, so you saw how the time countdown timer works, right? So it countdowns till 0. Wait, I have to make it 20 again. It countdowns till 0, and if it reaches 0, it will play the sound and say you lose. That was pretty simple, right? Okay, now I'm going to record the sound. Not record actually. I'm going to select a sound from the sound block. What is a losing sound? Select a losing sound. I don't know losing sound, so let's say boo. I'll select this boop bing. That sound name is boop bing, so I'm going to select that. Let's see. I'm going to change this to 5. Okay, we'll put the sound after this, no? Otherwise it takes time. Okay, now play sound bebop until done and then stop it all. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so that's how we do the time now. So we are done with the balls code, and what we need to do is the fruits. Okay, the fruits, how we are doing the fruits. The fruits are like this. So when you are selecting, when you are coding another sprite, you have to switch from this sprite to that. So I am in this ball, so I'm gonna move to the apple. I click on that. So as you can see, one set of instructions is specific for one sprite. Okay, now all the fruits are having the same code, right? I will tell you a way, I will tell you an easy way to duplicate this code, because we don't have to do it again and again, no? Because the code can be duplicated. I will tell you how. Okay, so the scores will be added in the fruits. So how we are doing the fruits? Okay, here first we have to start the game with the green flag, so we are gonna get that. Go to events, forget when the green flag is click block, need that. And then we're gonna set a score. Right here, this is a timer and we need a score. So I'm going to variables and make a variable called score. Again, make it available for all the sprites and click OK. Okay, so that is a variable which we created for scores. And unlike timer, when the game starts, what the score should be? 0, right? The score should be 0. So we're gonna set it to 0. Set my variable block. I got it from variables, and my variable I'm gonna select score and keep it 0. See, I went to operators, I created a new variable and set score variable to 0. That's what I did. Okay, now again, now we're gonna put a forever loop, and then we're gonna program the fruits. Okay, now the variable score is done, right? So what should happen when the fruit reaches the ball? It should disappear and increase the score by 1. So now how we gonna do that? What we need for that? We need a if then condition. Okay, it's a pretty simple condition that we're gonna say. If the fruits are touching the ball, that means this one, the score should be increased by 1 and it should start from the top and fall down. See, I will tell you how the falling down works after we end this. Okay, I'm going to make the orange a little bit bigger. I think it's small. Okay, so what I did was, from the beginning, again I click the green flag and then set the score which I made from variables here and set it to 0, and forever it will check for this condition. The condition is this. So I got a if then block, and then I'm going to sensing to sense whether the fruit has touched the ball. That means this guy. So I went to sensing and got the first block. Now I'm going to change this into the ball. Okay, now what should happen when the ball is touched? It should increase the score by 1. Now here, before we used -1, right? Because the timer should count down, not up. Now change my variable by 1. That means we should add 1 score if the ball touched a fruit. So I made it this, like this, right? Okay, then there will be a sound also. I will add a sound. So go to sounds, start sound chop. This sound shouldn't be a long one. If it is, that will be a little bit messy. So I selected chomp. That is already there, so I selected that. So let's see how it works. No, it doesn't work. No. Okay, so when this happens, it should go to a random position and set Y to 180. I will explain why I did that later. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is go to motion, go to random position, and then set Y. Set Y to 180. I will tell why. Okay, where is 180? Why 180 means the top of the screen. That means like this here. Now if it touches the ball, it should go back up, right? So that's why we added this condition. If it touches the ball, increase the score by 1, go back to the top of the screen. Pretty simple, right? Now the second condition that we are doing is this. What is the second condition? The second condition is to check whether the high score has been added, reached. Okay, so if you have reached the high score, then also the game should be finished. No? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the high score to 10. Okay, I'll set the high score to 10. You can change it however you want later. So I'm going back to operator. I'm going to get this book. And then I'm going to go to variables. I'm going to a score block. The same thing that we did with the timer, but opposite, right? Gonna set it up to 10 for now. If you want, you can change it. And then what should happen? The fruits will say you won. And then it will stop it all. That is very important, okay? When you win or lose the game, you have to put a stop all block. Now, are we done? No. This is one little thing that we have to do, okay? Now the fruits are supposed to be falling, right? From top to bottom. That means starting from here, it should descend down. How we do that? How we animate that action? How to animate it is like this. The fruit from start on the top, and it should descend down step by step. Okay. First, I'm gonna scroll to this side. Okay, can you see? Yeah. So this same code I'm doing it in the apple. Okay. I'm going back to events. Going to get a green flag. So what should happen is when the green flag is clicked, the fruits should all go to the top of the screen. See, y to 80, y to 180. Now I'm going to go to random block. It should be in a random position, right? If it is falling from the same location again and again, we can just keep the ball there, no? So that will be not a competitive game. So it should go to random positions and fall. Okay. Now then we have to say set y to 180 again. Guys, you can duplicate any code that is here, okay? But I'm not doing that because it will be easy for you guys to learn this way. Okay, set y to 180. Just to show you how it can be duplicated, I will do this. Okay, right click, duplicate. See, from the place where you click till the end of the block, it will be duplicated. So if it is important, see, the entire code even can be duplicated. Got it? Okay. Now, when the green flag is clicked, go to random position, which is y is 180. Then what should happen? It should come down step by step. So this is the final step, okay? Zoom it in. Okay, when the green flag is clicked, go to random position, set y to 180. Now, then what should happen is we should change y by 4. That means step by step it should come down. Change y by 4. Let's say -4. That is also the speed. Okay, by changing this, that will change the speed of the falling apple. Let's see. Got it? So it starts from random position, starts falling down. Okay, now then what should happen? Yeah, if it reaches the bottom, it should start again, no? Otherwise it will be keep going down. Then we need more fruits, right? So we don't need that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a condition. Go to controls. The control has if then conditions. I'm gonna get one of those. Okay, and then go to operators. The operators has a y position. Yeah, less than. If the y position is less than, right, that means this is plus and this is minus, no? Top is plus and the bottom is minus. So I'm going to say let's say 180 or 70. If you can't understand this, this is what I did. Okay, so the top of the screen is plus 180, bottom of the screen is minus 180. So I didn't program it to go all the way down because no point, no, right? When it reaches here, it will go back up. Now what is if it is less than 170? The y position, right? Motions. Here we go. Y position, that was in motion. Okay, yeah. If the I will tell this again. When the green flag is clicked, go to a random position and set Y to 180. That means top of the screen. Forever change Y by 4. That means descending down. If the Y position is less than 170, then go to a random position and set Y to 180. I will duplicate this code just to show you how duplicate works. Right click, duplicate. Okay, I have 2 blocks of those. I kept it back the same way there it was, and then that. Okay, now what I did was I got a green flag is click block, go to random block from motion, and forever block, change Y by 4, that means descending down. So what I did was made the fruit fall down. See, now I programmed the apple. Let's see how it works. See, when it reaches the bottom of the screen, yeah, the time down is also working. Okay, wait, it should be 20 seconds. I haven't changed it. Otherwise, it's impossible. It will be an impossible game to win, right? Okay, now we are done. So what are we gonna do next? Since this is the same code for every fruit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag it and drop it in another sprite. See, I drag this one and drop it on the banana. So if you click that, that will be there. See, so next what we need, the second code of the fruit. See this one. If you want, you can type the whole code again, but I prefer doing this because it's less time consuming. Okay, now I'm gonna copy this one from the banana to the orange. Got it? Just dragging it and dropping it on the screen. Okay, see, now this is in the banana now. If you can look at the orange, it should light up in blue color when it's copied. Got it? I'm doing the same thing again and again. I'm clicking the second, the next. Okay, let's say the orange. The code is there. I'm going to drag it and drop it on the strawberry. Okay, that didn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work unless you align it properly. Okay. So what I did was just duplicated the same code from each fruit. Okay, because we are using the same code for each fruit. You have to do it several times if it doesn't work. Okay, otherwise you can even type the same, build the same code in all the fruits. It doesn't matter. I just duplicated it because it's less time consuming. So I have added the same code for every fruit. How I did was I just dragged it and dropped it in the fruit, on the fruit. Now as you can see, I have duplicated it to all the fruits. If you want, you can do it one by one. It doesn't matter. Now let's see how the game works. High score is 10 and the time is 20 seconds. We have 20 seconds to score 10 marks. Okay, now we have done with the game. I'm going to increase the screen size and let's play this game. Yeah, that sound doesn't come more often sometimes. Oh, we have 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Yay, I won. Okay, now if you collect 10 fruits within the time, you can win. That is like a 1 second call. Okay, how you lose is if you can't collect all the fruits within the given time, that means 10 fruits within the given time, you lose. So I will just ignore the fruits. I'm losing by choice. Okay, so there you go. There you go. That's how you make the fruit catch game. Now I will give you a homework. Okay, now you saw how the score increases when you touch the when the fruit touches the ball, right? What if you have something that decreases score? Let's say I like a bomb. So if you add a bomb and change this condition, that will decrease the sorry, not this condition, this condition. If you add a bomb, let's say a bomb sprite, sprite which looks like a bomb, if you catch one of those, the score will be decreased by 1. That will be cool, right? I will just explain how it works. If you add a bomb, let's say a bomb, picture of a bomb or anything else. Let's say you are a vegan. I think they are non-vegan donuts also. Okay, let's say if you catch the donut, yeah, if you catch the donut, what should happen is you should be decreased. The score should be decreased by 1. So I want you to use this condition where we increase the score by 1. I want you to use this one and create another sprite which decreases the score. So if you catch the donut by any chance, it will be decreasing your scores by 1. Okay, so happy to see you guys in these sessions also. If there's anything regarding this activity, please go through the video again so you can see clearly about the codes that we built, right? See you guys in the next sessions. Glad you can join.